Should have done that before I opened the camera, but hello everyone. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing fine. I've been uploading a lot of fast-paced videos that I was filming during my shifts, but I thought let's try to ground ourselves. Let's do a reading from home as well. Sorry for the weird setup, but I wasn't feeling called to do anything else apart from that. And let's see what we have here today. I was asking Spirit to connect me to your higher self, or I was trying to connect to your higher self and see what messages it wants to bring through to you at the moment. We have the Four of Pentacles coming out in the upright already, the Two of Cups coming out in the reverse, the King of Swords in the upright, and the Eight of Cups in the upright. Okay, the first things I'm getting here, right off the top, we have the Queen of Swords coming out as well. I'll take her, as well as Judgment. I keep seeing the World card on the bottom of the deck as well. I'm going very intuitively here. I'll put it here for now. If I'll feel called to, I'll pull more cards. But for now, what I'm seeing is that your higher self is trying to communicate certain things to you that you deem as more important, first of all, as they actually are. Or they are very important for you, whatever is going on in your life at the moment. This could be about saving up your finances, like making sure you have enough money in your bank account, making sure that you are taken care of financially with your resources, as well as taking care of yourself, finding a soulmate within. The Two of Cups in the reverse is always a soulmate within. It's I hate to see it as breakups and disharmony and all that, but of course, if it resonates, take it. You know, if you have recently broken up, because we do have the Eight of Cups coming out here, as well as the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, then take it. But what I'm seeing here more than that is leaving disappointing situations behind and focusing on finding an inner balance within. When we have the Two of Cups coming out in the reverse, as well as a couple like the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, both in the upright, I'm sensing with the Eight of Cups as well, you're leaving an emotional endeavor behind, or you are leaving immature emotions behind. You are maturing in the way you give and receive emotions. You are finding balance within. This is also my Divine Judgment card, so Divine Calling card. It's like an inner calling, you know. So you are developing a strength within you that will, I'm almost hearing like there's two, you're parenting yourself. There's parents within you now. There's a father and a mother within you taking care of you. Stay hydrated. I got my hot chocolate and some water next to me. With the Four of Pentacles, I don't just see this as saving your energy, like saving your money, but also saving your energy, saving resources in general. Just being a little bit frugal with your time, being frugal with your energy in general, right? You're very secure in yourself. This is a feeling of safety, of conserving energy and material resources. And with the Two of Cups, it's almost like in the reverse, and the Eight of Cups here as well, it's almost like instead of focusing your emotional energy outward, you are focusing it within. It's like you're withdrawing from the emotional scene. You might have stopped using the dating apps. You might have stopped dating in general. For some of you, you might have gone through a breakup recently, but I'm not sensing a lot of there is a light sense of disappointment, of course, because you are leaving something behind. It's always a bittersweet feeling ending something, but knowing that something else is coming, right? Because you know something else is coming. You know that whatever is happening at the moment is divinely led. Let me show it to you here so you can really see. This is divinely led. Whatever you are going through at the moment, whatever transformation you are going through at the moment is divinely led and protected. And what I'm hearing, this has been coming out in earlier readings as well, is that you and the universe, you and spirit, you and your higher self, your inner child, etc., all these layers of you are in a conspiracy. 444 on a timer. You are in a conspiracy with spirit at the moment. So trust what path you are going on. I'm also seeing the Two of Swords here. I'm not going to take more. I haven't seen it. There's the Two of Swords here. So I'm sensing that there is, it must have been really difficult for you to make these decisions and to say no to certain relationships, to say no to things that you would have usually, like, I'm hearing trauma bonded with, or not just, okay, this is, I don't want to go too much in psychological terminology here because it's still a tarot reading, but it's just being with someone based on your lack instead of being with someone based on both of you being whole, both of your cups being full. You are entering an era in which you are focusing on filling your own cup so that you can pull in people that whose cups are also full. This has also come out in the reading. Pulling back your energy. It's like you understand the ebb and flows of energy, and this is who you are turning into at the moment. Once you trust divine timing, 555 on the timer, once you trust this transformation that is occurring, you will get your justice in all endeavors. But I'm hearing, especially with your energy, that's why I like talking about energy, because it can be applied in so many different contexts. Like, we could talk about energy in the sense that you give a lot in a job. So in the sense of material abundance, you work like a dog, you work so hard, but you just don't get the fitting amount, the equal amount of money for your hard work. Same as relationships. You give so hard. You buy your partner flowers. You listen to them, you love them, you understand and see them, but they don't give the same back to you. It could be applied to friendships even. You always have a shoulder for them to cry on. You're always there when they have to vent. You're always there when they like to celebrate them when they achieve something. But when it comes to you, then it's a little bit, there's less energy. You never get what you put out back again, and this is what you are focusing on right now. It was really hard for you to choose yourself and to pull your energy back from all these people, because I'm sensing that you are the type of individual, of course I don't know you, but this is just from the cards and my own pattern recognition. You are the type of individual that would only be in relationships or could only feel loved if you felt like you were useful to someone. And right now, you are understanding that you have an inherent use. You do not have to justify your existence on this planet. That the way you are, the way you naturally exist, is worthy of love, is worthy of safety, is worthy of being understood and seen. And because the people in your life up until now have not been able to reciprocate that energy, you're now focusing that energy inward. You're like, okay, if no one can give me this and I'm so good at doing all these things, why don't I just treat myself as my best friend? Why don't I just treat myself as my partner? Why don't I just treat myself as my boss? And that has really shifted the dynamic. It has shifted the magnetism, the energy that surrounds you, so that now the frequency that you are on is vibrating so high that the people you are trying to pull in have no choice but to find you, is what I'm hearing. Because you might have struggled with finding a collective. You might have struggled with finding the right friends. You might have, I mean, yeah, of course. This might have been, okay, I'm sensing a blockage here. So let's explore that a little bit more. This could not just be in terms of relationships, but also in terms of friendships or home life. I want to pull one or two more cards and then I will move on to the oracle decks. Let's see, does one more want to come out, because two already came out. Okay. All right, yes, I was right. We have the High Priestess as well as the Ace of Swords coming out here. So this is, and it's like, I'm seeing this in two ways. There could be on a simple day-to-day level, there could just be a certain type of communication coming in soon that is connected to your intuition. You might have felt this message coming already. You might have sensed something in the air, but on a bigger and more life-changing level, I would think that this is a type of eureka moment for you. Eureka moment in the sense that you have started listening to yourself. You have listened to the spark within. There was an idea, a new idea of taking your energy back and putting it into yourself that you are listening to. It's like you're taking a chance on yourself, because what I'm seeing here is the Fool. on the bottom deck, as well as the Queen of Pentacles, and I'm taking both of them in the upright. It's like you're taking a chance on yourself instead of focusing so much on other people, taking a chance on your own growth, taking a chance on understanding yourself better, knowing that through this self-love, through this self-development, through this intricate relationship you will develop with yourself, you will pull in more fitting relationships that make you more fulfilled, that reciprocate that energy back to you. So let's pull just a few oracle cards before I close out your reading. We probably are at the middle point is what I'm guessing, but let's see. Okay. I always wonder if I should look at the card first. No, okay. I think that's enough. No, I'm feeling one more. Yes, no, that's enough. Okay. Sturdy at the bottom, on the bottom deck, which is talking about building a sturdy and strong foundation. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so these are big life themes unfolding. Just because you have, not just because, that's a big thing. Focusing your energy inward, making sure that you fill your own cup first, etc., etc. You will be tested during this journey is what I'm hearing. But let's read the cards first, okay? So I read the bottom deck energy first, which is sturdy, is what we have here. This is the card. You can pause if you want to read it. A strong foundation is the key to success. Are you feeling uncertain about something? Focus on building solid base in whatever you're working on. It will provide long-term stability. This is exactly what I was feeling. These themes coming up here are all connected to like a life journey almost, okay? And with the Fool coming out on the bottom deck of your tarot reading, it's telling me that, first of all, you're taking a leap on this new idea about self-love, about giving back, like the give and take of energy. And because you're taking this leap, you are changing the entire trajectory of your life, is what I'm hearing. You are 12-12 on the timer. Self-love like this pulls in, first of all, I'm going to try to explain it to you in a linear way, because this has come, all these themes have come out all over the place. We have hope, marriage, purpose, intense feelings, and test. And when we look at the Fool's journey, let's take it as the hero's journey, right? The journey of the Fool, the journey of the hero, it starts with innocence. The Fool is very naive almost. That's why he's called reckless sometimes, because he only has his little knapsack and his little companion on this big journey with him. He doesn't know what dangers lie ahead yet. He doesn't know how the world will challenge him, right? And when he goes from this innocence to the first challenge that he has to face in the big world, he transforms. This transformation usually leads to enlightenment. And this is where we have you right now. The phase of enlightenment, like the point where you reach enlightenment, is usually the point of completion with the 21st card in the Major Arcana, which is the World. We haven't had that come out yet because that's not the point. You have reached the end of one cycle, 1, 3, 2, 4, and you are now embarking on a new journey. And this new journey is the journey of self-love. And that's the reason why I explained this to you in such great detail, is because all these themes will come out all over the place now. You're right at the beginning of the journey, so this is really overwhelming. I can imagine that all of these themes might be new to you. Like, you might be feeling really intense feelings, which is why I'm going to start with this card, just to bring some balance into it, okay? Your emotions are stronger than usual right now. Are you experiencing a wave of emotional intensity? Allow yourself to feel and express these emotions. Releasing them will bring you peace. Exactly. These new emotions, this eureka moment that you're feeling, this new idea that you have to take a chance on yourself, basically, 1414 on the timer, that will lead you into this energy, the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, being able to nurture yourself, being able to ground yourself, being able to take care of yourself and the people you love. It takes a lot to get there, and it's like you're already sensing all the work that it's going to take, all the tests, the challenges you will have to face, 1441, all the triggers that you will have to face, all the shadows you have to face. And that might scare you. It might give you a bit of anxiety at the moment. And let's read this card first before I keep going. Life's challenges are opportunities for growth. That's exactly what I was going to say. You may be facing a difficult decision or situation. With the Two of Swords coming out, it was difficult to choose self-love. It's much easier to go after what you're used to and stay in your comfort zone and just continue being hurt, continue not growing, you know, but yeah, let's keep reading. You may be facing a difficult decision or situation, but don't shy away from it. Embrace the test and you'll emerge stronger and wiser. That's the enlightenment I was talking about. And this hope, I want to continue with this card. This eureka moment, this new light that you find within yourself, it's like the hermit kind of. After you go within, you're in darkness, you know, but you go within, you see that there's a light and you follow that light, and what your reach is hope. You can see this little person like almost embracing the sun, trying to embrace the sun. Hope is like a light in the darkness. Exactly. Have you been feeling discouraged? Remember that difficult times are temporary. Hold on to hope and it will lead you toward brighter days. That's exactly it. Because going through, it's like a falsification principle. Once you are in the darkness, once you know what you don't want to do, you know exactly what you want. Okay? Once you know exactly who hurts you, who triggers you, you know, who makes you even want to go into such a state of isolation, because the people you love shouldn't make, or the people that love you more so, they shouldn't make you feel this way, right? Or the situations that you should benefit from, they shouldn't make you feel this way. They shouldn't use you in this way. They shouldn't use your emotional energy in this way. Once you realize that and go within and find a soulmate within, it will lead to more light on the outside of you. It will lead to more light on the outside of you because the frequencies, they're aligning. Have you ever seen sound waves, like when there's harmonies and stuff? It's crazy. You can try to look up, if that might be important to some, try to look up visual triggers. I also saw this instrument on TikTok where sound waves are made visible through flames that are attached to this. It's crazy. Maybe that's important for some. But anyway, that's what's happening. You're kind of adjusting. So your own energy change will pull in an energy change on the outside. So first of all, where it guides you, you will find a new path that is more aligned with that light that you have found within. Your purpose is guiding you forward. Have you been feeling lost? Refocus on what truly matters to you and pursue the things that bring meaning and fulfillment. Meaning and fulfillment are the most important things right now. And that will lead to marriage. This I see as a union within. So a union within your divine masculine, between your divine masculine and your divine feminine. Sorry. As well as love in general. Like a romantic union, right? Platonic union, whatever you resonate with. That is already all the energy I'm getting, so I want to pull in a little bit more of your future energy. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to, so I'll see if the cards come out easily. Okay. There's more on the deck, so let's go for a bit more. That's two. No, I want to take all of them actually. Okay, there's no more on the deck. That's when I stop taking cards. We have influences. We have stress. Okay, I'm getting it. Bitterness. Let's put these negative cards on these sides. We have one day. This is the future. And we have hoping. Yeah, we had hope coming out before that as well. So you have not lost hope, even if this relationship has come to an end, even if this job opportunity that you put a lot of work in has come to an end, even if you had to leave things behind and focus on yourself, you have not lost hope. On the contrary, you have regained it. 1919 on the timer. There's a lot of couple numbers. There's a lot of mirroring right now going on. So this was a really random thought that just came to mind, but it's like you're going through a transformation alone, but it doesn't feel like you're alone because you're facing yourself. Very poetic, very poetic. This is what I'm sensing was in the future where you came from. We have stress, bitterness, and influences coming out. So attachments, third parties and peers. This is exactly what I was sensing. You were in toxic bonds. I was hearing trauma bonding. I was hearing just you giving more than you received in all the attachments you found yourselves in, all the bonds you found yourselves in, right? And that caused a lot of stress and bitterness. You started to resent these people. We actually have resentment coming out here. Resentment, anger, hurtful words. It was like at one point you were doing things because you just wanted to see if they were gonna give back to you or not. And that just is not aligned with your nature. You do things out of goodwill. You do things 2022 because your heart tells you to do it. But with them, because the energy wasn't received how you wanted it to be received, it just turned into something perverse, is what I'm hearing. And that caused a lot of stress because that's not you, you know? When you don't act accordingly to your nature, your bodily as well as physical and spiritual, not physical, psychological, mental, and spiritual nature, you cause tension because the realities don't align, right? You're arguing with yourself. There's like emotional turbulence, and that has stressed you. You might have, I'm hearing autoimmune diseases. So right now, working on yourself is giving you, I feel like before that you couldn't really imagine what your future looks like. 2111, new beginning. 2112 on the timer, another mirror number. I keep seeing them. I usually don't look at the timer that much, but the angel numbers have been really coming out these days. You see, you have hope that you have a future now. It might have been a little bit hopeless. You might have felt a little bit hopeless when it comes to what your future looks like prior to exiting the situations that just took from you without giving. And you are now developing a hope. You can see yourself being in a loving relationship. You can see yourself working either for yourself or in a job that appreciates you. You can see yourself in a like surrounded by people that love you, is what I'm hearing. Friends and family. You haven't given up hope yet, which is really nice. I'm not feeling called to do, actually I am feeling called to roll my self-care dice, because this is all about you. I'm not going to pull any zodiac sign dice or anything to see what you're going to be dealing with, because right now your focus should be on you. So let's see what your higher self wants you to focus on. Especially, I'm going to roll it 3 times. 222 on the timer. Journaling, yeah, go within. I was sensing hermit energy. Go within and figure out who you are. Talk to yourself. I'm hearing dream journal. I'm hearing morning thoughts. So trying to write at least 1 page a day, maybe half a page in the morning, half a page in the evening, when your spiritual thoughts are the most potent, is what I'm hearing. Try to write down things that you enjoy hearing other people say. Try to write down your favorite lyrics, just whatever comes to mind, whatever strengthens the relationship you have to yourself. Let's roll it 1 more time. Meditation. Yeah, again, hermit energy, channeling Virgo, grounding yourself. Earth energy in general is really what I'm channeling here, as well as sword energy, like very airy and earthy. Being in the mind, but then trying to come down to ground yourself, you know? So meditation could be really relevant to you at this moment. And 1 more, 2323, another couple card. Wow, they're really coming out. Craft, okay, trying to, I always see this as my inner child side. So try to get creative with your hands. Try to craft some stuff. Try to just, yeah, try to be creative right now. Try to find a balance between heart and head, you know, logic and intuition and all that. That sounds really great. Be crafty, engage in the arts. Do some drawings, do some, I don't know, paper mache stuff, or try to work with ceramics, or not ceramics, what is it? Like clay, like clay, not animation, the clay, make clay figurines and stuff like that. It's really fun. I'm currently working on some stuff as well, and it's been really, that's why I have paint all over my nails. I don't know if you can see it properly, but it's really healing, and it really strengthens, again, the relationship you have with yourself. So there's some really bright days ahead, collective. I'm really glad to have read for you. Make sure to stay hydrated. Look at my cute little cup that I have. Isn't it nice? And yeah, I'll see you in the next reading. Thank you for being here. If you like this reading, like, subscribe, and leave me some feedback. I would love to hear from you. And until next time, bye.